some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the Rose Bowl, home to the UCLA Bruins. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Florida Gators. Taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the UCLA Bruins. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Gators will get this season underway as toe meets leather. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. They'll run this play from the pistol. Running back searching for a hole. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Guys, let's talk a little UCLA. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talent.
There he goes. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Bruins.
Man, can you draw up a better start for this offense? Coming out the gate explosive to start the season, get a touchdown on the board right away, create a lot of momentum for this football season.
They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They wasted no time on that drive. Got it on their 25, and 2 plays later, they're in the end zone. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Quick handoff. At the 35, he's open. Lots of room to run. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. He's now up to 70 yards rushing already. What a way to start this new season. On 1st and goal, they have a chance to answer with a score of their own. Goes to the option. He'll pitch it. Max going for the goal line. Touchdown, Florida! Great job by the back on the option.
And you got got to be so disciplined when you play the option. You got to keep your eyes on your guy. They lost track of the pitch, man. The quarterback pitches it to him. He takes it in the house. Got to be a little bit more sound on defense.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Fielded in the end zone, it's Pitts. He stopped at the 23, a couple of yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. In the end zone, they'll try to follow suit here. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Making side adjustments here. Looking for a man. It's Nicholson. Here's a heat. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time in late in the season.
The Bruins come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. Tight end now in motion. They want to run this quarterback across the 45. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Dude, you got a guy like this that can just hit the gas and go pick up 15-plus yards. What a luxury. How nice is it to have a quarterback like that when I'm a tailback, when I can send the tailback one direction, quarterback the other direction. This guy's just got so much speed.
And the Bruins just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Give to the running back. Not a lot going on there. Picked up a couple. Guys, let's take a minute here and think about UCLA. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat. And the process of cooling things off starts now.
All offseason, this coach has said the right things. I'm not worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But, David, let's be real. He's got to win games. There is an expectation at this program to win. And if he doesn't start fast this year, that hot seat's only going to get hot.
No, and then the chirping starts, and everybody's going to be talking about his job. The pressure builds, and then what happens? Sometimes you lose the locker room. So important to get off to a good start. Try to quiet some of those haters and some of those doubters.
The Bruins are moving quickly down the field. To the air, it's Nicholson. Throws for the tight end. Complete downfield. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Grabbed in the middle. It's Pitts. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. And the Bruins want to pick up the tempo. He might want another play. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. Touchdown, UCLA! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And these are the plays that you look back on tape, and everybody's like, nice work, nice toughness, QB. To stand in there, know you're going to get blasted, but hold onto the ball until the guy comes open, feed him, and get the 6.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Eastern Michigan rose to the occasion when it needed to, and they'll be celebrating a solid victory there in Ypsilanti. Week by week, you can feel the momentum building within that program. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. A little screen to the running back. At the 35, he's loose. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit him with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
Oh, he's got a chance. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Let's take a second to look at the big picture for Florida. They had some holes to fill on the roster. They've gone into the portal. They brought in a pretty decent haul. How good do you think this staff feels right now addressing those areas of need, David?
Well, I think you feel really good about bringing in quality depth, experience depth, but now the trick is to merge it with your other guys and everybody get on the same page, you know, and moving in the same direction.
The coaching staff is so excited, too. They feel like if they can stay healthy, they can take an extra step versus where they were a year ago because of these new bodies they found through the portal.
Second and short is a great situation to be in. And look at him. He drops back to pass the football. He doesn't have to throw the football. He wants to be aggressive, but he can just take off and scramble. Doesn't have to take a chance. Great being ahead of the sticks.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Cooks. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. The Gators come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab. Gets him on the ground at the 28, but not before a big 10-yard pickup.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
They've got it inside the 30 at the 28, first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. How about picking up tough yards like that as he gets to the 22?
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes second down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it, still in a great position. Way to stay ahead of the chains.
They'll move the tight end. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17.
A nice job on second down. Maybe you're expecting a pass, but sticking the run in there, catching him off balance a little bit, getting a big gain, getting the first down.
And the Gators kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. From the red zone, looking for a space. The sweet feet buy a little time. It's complete to the right. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal.
Brought down near the 4-yard line. First and goal, Florida.
That's the end of the quarter, and UCLA has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Sweet spin. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown Gators.
And I like this offense not panicking, executing on this drive, and driving down the field and tying this football game up. I love the no panic, just stay chill, and now we got ourselves a football game.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Rides to back and leaves it. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
That's a nice-looking run. That reminds me of Jonathan Franklin, Maurice Jones-Drew, Zach Charbonnet. In recent years, they've had a lot of ability at the running back position. How about this name, though? Little-known fact. The great Jackie Robinson also played running back for UCLA, and you know he's smiling down from heaven watching that last carry.
Looking to pass. It's Nicholson. Quickly out to the tight end. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on 1st down, setting up an easier 2nd down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on 2nd down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
The Bruins are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. The offense changing the play. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. The short hands, it's Banks. He's got 1st down yardage as they move it to the 44.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was.
Oh, he's got some space. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down.
They're going to keep feeding this guy the football, guys. Over 100 yards rushing with that last carry now. We knew coming into this game today, they had to get the running game going. They had to be able to turn around, hand it off, and get positive yards and set themselves up into manageable 3rd down situations. And we've seen them at any area of the field so far in this one have success in the running game. They'll keep that up until this defense proves they can stop it.
They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for the season, for this game, and really for this drive. Earlier, when he called his own number, it was a big gain. He does it again. He's got the knack for just understanding when to throw it, when to take off.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Bruin! Having a playmaker like that can get the offense out of just about any situation.
No doubt, he can roll right, he can roll left, he can do whatever he wants and buy time and throw the football, but you have to defend everything. You have to defend pass, you have to defend run, and you have to defend plays that aren't even called, so good luck stopping this game.
And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. and the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. The Gators sending the offense back to work. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Breaks into the open. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. To the air on first down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Just couldn't stay off the quarterback, and that roughing the passer call has them set up with a 1st and 10. They send the tight end in motion. Under fire. Got it behind the line. It's Cooks. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Got his man quickly. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
The Gators come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's 1st down at the 27.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
The Gators are marching down the field. Caught in the backfield. It's Cooks. Out of bounds at the very edge of the red zone at the 20.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
On the screen. Picks up 4. And that's good enough for a first down.
And the Gators pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half, and the referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. Down to the 16-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Here's the pressure. Finds his big tight end. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
Well, we knew coming into this one the tight end was a big part of this offense, and you've seen it early in this game. They've moved him around. They've thrown it to him in a lot of different ways. Defense is going to have to make some adjustments trying to stop this guy.
With the run on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Florida! And they take it in for 6 more points.
This has been a back-and-forth battle with a lot of football left to go. Really nice job executing on that rushing touchdown. If they get this extra point, this thing is all tied up.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Louisville found a way to pull out a victory. It wasn't vintage Cardinals football today. Those Cards fans won't remember this one forever. but they will remember it was a W. All that speculation all week, and now we know. Something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking downfield, it's Nicholson. Throws to the wideout. Picked off. A rare misread and mistake from this quarterback. Got some room to run. Touchdown Gators! And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick six.
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Looking for his man. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Oh, he's going to be brought down. A huge loss on the play.
Well, this defense knew coming into this game, playing one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, they were going to have to find a way to get him off rhythm. They're going to have to be careful doing it because of that speed, but that is huge for their confidence. They get their first sack of the game here in the first half, and you can all of a sudden see the body language on this defense. It is changed.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. He throws into the middle of the field. It's caught. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And that is a big-time play for the offense. The defense knew coming into this game they had to keep this guy bottled up and keep him in the pocket. That didn't happen there. He was able to buy time, extend the play. Receivers are in scramble drill mode. He finds a guy. He's accurate, off schedule, and the defense now has to do a much better job keeping this guy contained, or they are going to get lit up just like that.
Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there, I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
It'll be 3rd and long. Quarterback making adjustments. He's going to run it. They run him out of bounds. He gets it to the 47.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
Quick time. the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the Bruins decide to punt it away. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Back has it. Got a little space. Got the first down and still on his feet. They finally make the stop, and the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat, and they give up a big play.
Timeout, Florida.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Snap to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They'll immediately call timeout. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Trying play action. Looking for a deep man. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Just about set to get this second half underway. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Makes it past the marker. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Caught in the backfield, it's Cooks.
The first down complete to the tight end. No gain on the play. Second down.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. Got the back over the middle. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
The Gators line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. He's got it inside the 15. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
And a big reason why this team has the lead in this game is because of plays like that. They know they've got firepower throwing the ball. They've got the dudes outside that can make things happen. You saw it in the first half, and you see it here again early in the third quarter.
Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Tries again to get it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Florida!
And he's in for his third rushing touchdown. You college fantasy football players, that is what you want to see. +6, +6, +6. Let's go.
And they tacked on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Set to advance on the football.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. UCLA will go back to work on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Looking for a man. It's Nicholson. Thanks to grab. He was hoping to get that thing down the sideline. They get him out of bounds at the 37.
Good enough for first down.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw on 1st down. With the catch, it's Banks. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands. Get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. To go up top. Oh, they're after him. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a 1st down.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man there. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the 1st down. Now you got to keep it going.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Banks. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Bruins with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Motion from the wideout. To the air, it's Nicholson. Catch in the middle, it's Ali. A quick tackle made, but he's got ready for the 1st down.
And that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. The quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
And the Bruins will have it 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think you'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
Looking to throw again. Extending the play. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB's scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got him downfield. The change will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. The Bruins have moved it inside the 20. A run for the quarterback. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Quick completion to the right. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. And the Bruins in the hurry-up. Scanning the field, it's Nicholson. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, UCLA! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
What a fantastic route that time. If you're going to be able to throw the ball down in this area of the field where the windows close so quickly, you have got to be precise with the route running, and that's what happened right there. That's an easy connection between the QB and his target for the score.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. They'll put this one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on 1st down. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Wants to throw on 1st down. It's complete on the right side. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You can tell he's throwing over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
2nd down.
We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Florida on top. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor, both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Back to pass. The throw to the outside is complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
That is how you finish a play with some serious physicality. Nice job by the defense. He gets 1 yard, and you do the rest. You hit him, and you make him feel it. Next time he catches the football, he'll be like, hey, where's that dude at?
Trying to pick it up on the ground. He'll be stopped short, picks up 1, but they're facing 4th and 1. Huge play here late, and this crowd is coming to help the defense. On 4th down, looking to pass. Hauls it in easily enough for the 1st down. And he's ruled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
That was such a risky call. With the lead late in the game, to go for it on fourth down, that could have been disaster if they don't get it, but...
Turning it on! Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
Well, this guy hasn't quite put up Heisman numbers in this game, but in a moment where they need him the most, in the fourth quarter, look how strong he is running. Breaking tackles, he's been smart, he still has the ability to cut. He looks like he could play another 4 quarters.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Gators! Made the grab in the end zone for the score.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done, and now with that touchdown late, we've got a 2-possession lead.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Things have not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Catch in the middle, it's Pitts. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. The Bruins racing to the line in the hurry up.
A good start by this offense. Something positive on the first play. The drive is good. Listen, the hill.
There he goes. Touchdown, Bruins. And they add 6 more at the board with that trip to the house.
And talk about hard to stop. Like, so many weapons, so much speed, and then your quarterback is going to go 50-plus. Defensive coordinators, that's why nobody wants to play defense anymore or coach defense. You want to be on the offensive side of football because otherwise you got to defend weapons like these that are just weapons of mass destruction.
And the extra point was good. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. The Gators sending the offense back to work. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Might as well give it to him again. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
If you're the defense, you know that running back is the guy you've now got to stop. He's had a lot of touches in this game. Yes, he's made a lot of plays, but you've got a chance to win here. If you're going to do that, you need to take him away.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Fires to the tight end. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man. Oh, he's got some space. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
We always talk about yak, and that was third and very manageable. They were just throwing the ball to the sticks, just trying to pick up a simple first. But when you've got playmakers like that can do things after the catch, any play could be an explosive one, and you saw it right there. Tremendous job getting it to him early, and he does the rest.
The give as they work on that clock.
And that's really nice offensively because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? By going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Wants to fire on second down. They'll run the screen. Fighting off the defender. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. They trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football there.
We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. The Gators trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line.
And the offense trying now to put this thing away. They're going to keep running the football to keep bleeding the clock. They've got the lead here late now down by the goal line. Just take as many seconds off the clock as you can before snapping this football and keep running.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal. Forward. And he is stopped. Not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Third and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. They're going to run it. He's not going to get there, and this defense really needed a stop like that. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Field goal is good, and that lead grows even bigger.
That's a big drive for this offense in the fourth quarter. Now to take a 2-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want them. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
They put the brakes on him, but a good return out to the 36.
UCLA Bruins will take over first and 10.
They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. Dropping back, it's Nicholson. Quickly to the tight end. Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
To the air on first down. trying to make magic with his feet. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. This quarterback has to stay calm, cool, and collected and drive his team down for a score late in the fourth. Looking to throw on first down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, they're not able to hook up on that throw, but they need to score now. At this juncture of the game, this late in the game, they need a touchdown, they need an onside kick recovered, and they need to score again if they're going to win. The sense of urgency is just off the charts.
So now it's 2nd and long. Quarterback making checks. Misfired on first down, back to the air on 2nd. Grab near the sticks. It's Ali. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the fourth quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at. And I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.